Coming up next, another fighting frenzy with Ash and his pals in Pokemon Battle Frontier. And over on Cartoon Network 2, it's those adult-bashing kids in Codename Kids Next Door. Stay tuned, because next up here on Cartoon Network, we've got more of our brand new show, Fantastic Four. And over on Cartoon Network 2, it's more weird adventures in the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. Coming up next on Cartoon Network, we've got 1 hour of alien action in Ben 10. And over on Cartoon Network 2 next, it's our Pokemon movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Coming up next on Cartoon Network 2, we've got 1 hour of hero action with Ben 10. And coming up after the break over on Cartoon Network, it's 1 hour of Ed, Edd and Eddy. Coming up next on Cartoon Network 2, we've got another episode of the Fantastic Four. Or flip over to Cartoon Network, because coming up, it's the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. Next on Cartoon Network, it's time for more shape-shifting mayhem with Johnny Test. And over on Cartoon Network 2 after the break, it's time for those high flyers, the Stormhawks. Coming up next on Cartoon Network, it's time for some hero action in 1 hour of Ben 10. And coming up over on Cartoon Network 2, it's Pikachu and pals in Pokemon Advanced Battle. Coming up next on Cartoon Network, it's our movie Billy and Mandy's Big Boogie Adventure. And over on Cartoon Network 2, it's another movie, but this time it's Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea. Stick with Cartoon Network 2, because next up we check in with the three troublemakers in more Ed, Edd and Eddy. And over on Cartoon Network, it's another road trip in the camper van in Ben 10. Some hero action next up on Cartoon Network 2 with the part alien hero, Ben 10. And over on Cartoon Network after the break, it's the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. On Cartoon Network, we've got the shape-shifting Ben 10. And over on Cartoon Network 2 after the break, it's time for a trip to Gotham with the Batman.